I got some new fencing to hopefully keep the deer out for a little bit longer. Not sure how well it'll work, but we're going to swap the electric fence between these fences. Stuff is starting to recover now from the deer attack. For squash wise, we'll see what we have this year. Should be some sugar pumpkins and Connecticut jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. And we'll have blackberry soon. Yeah, these damn beetles though, attacking everything. Soon we'll hopefully get chickens to eat these things. Something drank all the beer. We'll see how that goes. Tomatoes are doing a lot better. I'll go inside and probably show you the mushroom update there. Not sure if they're going to take hold. This was moved from one of the goji berries recently to where the elderberry that probably got a virus or wasn't doing too well with the existing soil got taken out of here. Hopefully that comes back. The elderberry are doing very well this year. Hopefully the bees think so as well eventually, but we haven't caught any wild bees here. And I guess I'm going to get some Russian hybrids to put here eventually, and a new horizontal hive along with this lay-ins hive, trap hive. Hopefully if I let a few of them go, I can catch them later on from all these dead trees around here when they go out and become wild again here. So far, it looks good with the little setup of willows. Poison ivy world over here, unfortunately. Eventually, I gotta cut some of these and use them for doing some grafting eventually, or some propagating from cutting. What I should say. I got the trim in here again. I'm losing my propagated willows, the new ones, and what do you call it here? The other elderberry that I have propagated here. It should be in here somewhere. These are other probably useful willows from Twisted Tree Farms. Yeah, it's a useful willow. Those are still visible, but my elderberry here, they're still doing okay in here. They haven't been attacked too bad. I'll have to go in and trim back a little bit though with some shears. Get out of Poison Ivy City. Hopefully I can pick some nettle, make some tea from that eventually. I have a couple of patches, one here, one by the other apple trees. The garlic is almost all the way out. Little by little taking it out. Lettuce is starting to come from the arugula and some of the speckled Amish lettuce from Pine Tree Seed website. A little bit something different than Baker Creek for a change. Maybe a little reading before I put some lettuce over here. Hopefully this will all be packed with lettuce and kohlrabi. And we have 2 kohlrabi here so far. Let's see how those come. Those are really nice. Those basically taste like broccoli, but basically the stem texture of the broccoli, but with a much better flavor than just the stems in broccoli. Very sweet. Some tomatoes that probably were attacked plenty of times by the deer. Some fencing. I have more fencing to add to them. And this fencing here is technically not supposed to be fencing. It's supposed to be to keep the grass from getting trampled down when you walk or drive over it. But if you cut them into small little things like this and put sticks in the ground, they hold up pretty good. Keep the deer out, and they're kind of sharp on the top, so it discourages them from going down into them. Right now they kicked out one of them, but I gotta put more sticks to mount them a little better. I'll walk up to the top part. I lost some videos recently too, because the computer I have is having issues. I have a 10-year-old computer, and I probably have to update to another different Lenovo or an Asus Art Pro eventually to help out with this. Doing the video transfers from the phone. Camera, that's going to be done in the future. I got this for now. This here. Hoping that's turkey tail, maybe. Volati. This here. These are edible. I'm gonna let it grow up a little larger. We usually has huge ones, probably about this big in comparison, or even larger. The only issue now is the slugs keep eating them. We're gonna have a large one after the rains tomorrow. During next week, I'm thinking I'm gonna pick a couple and eat them. But I've gotten confirmation from multiple books. They're a nice polypore that bruises, kind of like a bluish green with yellowish green spores. Relatively easy to identify. Our giant mullein plants. I'm hoping to sprout some, what do you call it, May apples in the future, but we'll see. I'm trying to get that for a long time. The prickly pear still trying to establish itself. I limbed this tree a little bit, but we'll have to limb it up a little bit more in the future. Interesting. It almost seems like another one of these, because this is a pawpaw. Leaf looks a little different on it, but we'll see as time goes along. Pawpaw, pawpaw there, chestnut. There was one here, but I unfortunately killed it by snapping the stem off it, thinking it was something else. But I'll get some more seeds and probably grow like 20 or 30 more. Take up the damage I've done so far. All of our apple trees getting ravaged by the deer and the Japanese beetles. Hoping to get more. Ooh, got bit by a fly. There's a big set of nettles. I'll do some picking on those. Make some tea. Some potatoes. Oh, this unfortunate apple tree. Can't catch a break. Might have to move it. The bugs and everything just keep attacking it. Doing better a little lower. And I'll see if it recovers this year. Might have to do some more tree trimming or give it some more light in the future. These apples are doing much better. And that raspberry patch in the back corner over there. Those will be ready for another couple weeks or another month. A couple of, I believe, elderberry over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, bluebird. Yep, those are a different type of elderberry from what I remember. Could be wrong off the top of my head. I think it's a good place to stop for now. I'm getting attacked by the flies. They're eating me to death. I'll see you later.